1, 2. Is this on?
I caught a snake once. I skinned it and drank its blood. It's in a better place now.
Hey everybody, and welcome to What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Wow.
We're gonna puke in the mic today. I'm Joe Pisano, along with Andrew Pisano, and also Eric Hamilton is here with us today. Eric, did you watch the greatest Royal Rumble in history?
Well, that's correct, and let me tell you, it's a snoozer for the ages.
Oh man, I mean, I fell asleep at least a dozen times during this thing. I mean, was it 50 men, or was it like 100,000 men? Because it pretty much felt like the same thing.
I'm going to go with 200,000 men coming out every 13 minutes.
Titus with a swing and a miss slid under the ring. And anyways,
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Titus. Looks like he was going for the whole thing and got none of it.
all right, I guess this is the video because that was too good to not put in this. Anyways, welcome everyone to What's Wrong with Wrestling, the greatest Royal Rumble recap.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Harry Carey and Harry Carey Jr.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it, bud. Glad to be here. So glad to be here.
Are you?
I'm glad to be here, yeah. I'm not so glad to have watched that crap show. That was the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes.
But hey, there were some good things about it.
Uh-huh.
It ended,
That's true. It did end.
so that's good.
5 hours later.
5 hours later.
Was it 5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus a 1 hour pre-show, Mac.
Yeah.
Was there a
Which
1 hour
there was
pre-show?
no match, was there?
I don't think so. I didn't watch
It was
We
an
didn't watch
hour of people talking.
We went live on Instagram, and I put it in the background. Like I sat in front of my television.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
JR went to Saudi Arabia just to do a pre-show.
Right. Right.
You know, if they told me, hey, we need you to fly to Saudi Arabia and just talk for an hour, okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, what did JR get for that? I'm so curious to know is what everyone got for that. I feel like they all got paid more than they did at WrestleMania.
Well,
because-
yeah,
probably.
because they got paid. Everyone got paid. You know what I mean?
Like, what did Lesnar make? Like,
there
I know
was no money.
I know
money was no
Lesnar's
object.
new deal, supposedly is $600,000 for each match, but I feel like he definitely got paid more for that. Like, everyone got a big bonus. For
Okay,
this.
you're JR, right?
Yeah.
Like, how much does it take to go there for a week? Like a pay for a week?
Yeah.
I mean, 50,000, you'd go, right?
Oh,
25,000? Oh, you think
that's
it's way
more than
less?
that.
More than $50,000 for 1 week of your time for JR to do a pre-show. I think I'm trying to say I think that's good money.
oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
I think if you're
definitely.
JR, you go, sure, I'll go talk for an hour for $50,000.
Yeah. Technically,
I'm
like
not even
an
sure he got
hour
that
and
much.
20 minutes.
Whatever it
'Cause
was.
there's that
But,
intermission, you know.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes. It lasted like
They were all
15,
supposed to
20
go
minutes.
pray, but I didn't see anyone pray.
I didn't see anyone
They were all
leave.
still in the stands.
Yeah.
Who
So,
knows?
yeah, who knows?
But,
all
like-
rumors, really.
Because, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
kick
look,
it
we
up.
could talk about how it was there. I mean, the front row were a bunch of kids who couldn't even see over the barricade.
Because
And their chairs were like,
there were like
this
big,
big.
armchairs.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't watched it,
Comfort.
basically the front camera side was like VIP fancy like suede armchairs.
Oh yeah.
You know, for the rich and the elite.
And
Well,
all the
they
little
pull-
kids were just barely seeing over the barricade, just like this, like
yeah.
wow, what is wow?
wow.
And there were women around. You
There
know,
are some women, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
there
some
was
women,
woman,
moms, maybe.
one woman around.
There was a woman. And then it was
woman.
only like, I would only guess what, like the length of the ring and then maybe 10 rows deep.
Yeah, no, they did not fill in that floor.
No,
that
at all.
floor was empty except for those special seats.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder why it was so open.
Because they don't want to associate with peasants.
I was thinking like what
Probably.
maybe if there's
I mean,
like
probably.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Yeah. Or if there was an incident so everyone could escape easily. That's probably
Well,
right.
only
You're
like the
probably
rich
right.
people.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just to not associate with the peasants.
Yeah.
And then the Saudi announce team, they were all dressed the same. That was great.
Every man of influence was dressed
Right.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
There.
So how much influence do you really have if you're dressed
Well,
the
I
same?
mean,
Right.
yeah.
And the crowd wasn't watching the matches. The rich people at the bottom were just
No.
talking to each other.
They were
They're
congregating,
they're on their
talking.
phone.
Yeah.
It's
is
not
great.
because you didn't get those tickets because you wanted those tickets. You got those tickets so you can say, well, of course I had the front row.
No, seriously, I think that's right.
That is 100% accurate.
Of course I was there.
Yeah, of
And
course.
then
You
also-
Saw
Yeah.
me, right, on
You
camera.
saw me texting you.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, in the middle of the show, they played a Saudi Arabia propaganda video.
Oh my God.
Showing how great it is there and how great they treat women.
Yeah.
If you make a video saying we treat women great, then you don't treat women great. That's just how that works. That's like going, I'm a really humble guy. That's not a humble thing to do.
No,
it's
Andrew,
not.
it's like, all right, Joe, now say that thing you wanted to say during this podcast that you asked me to put time away. Okay,
Right.
thank you, Andrew. Look, I don't beat women.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't do it. I love women. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Joe.
No one was accusing
Obviously,
you.
Joe had an incident.
I love women. I love their soft, easily bruisable faces.
Like you're right. You don't do that whole thing.
No.
If there's not an issue, if there's not a
And
problem.
then there was one woman in the video that's so proud to be in Saudi Arabia and for women and
The one that started crying.
yeah. And then they,
What about the one that was the driver?
Yeah.
Like we allowed women to drive.
aren't we great?
You allowed women to drive? We allowed a woman to drive.
One.
One woman.
For an hour yesterday for this video. Now she has been executed.
Yeah, we were making jokes the whole time.
I mean, showing a woman driving.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If they loved women so
Wow.
much and they were so progressive, women would have been on the show.
We do love women. We love to kill them.
I mean, look, America has a horrible history of some of our stuff, but like that's still going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're evolved. We're more intelligent beings now.
Right.
And that stuff is still going on.
Yeah.
That's what's messed up.
That's evolution for you. It's still happening.
Especially with the women, like this whole new women's movement again, and Time's Up, and I'm surprised like they haven't come out and said
No, there is
"Oh,
there is a time's up in Saudi Arabia, but it's time's up, bitch.
Oh, Lord.
It's in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Hashtag time's up, bitch.
But I mean, I'm just saying, where are those people criticizing WWE for having an event here?
Us,
Taking the
we are
money?
those people.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Yeah.
and a ton of fans.
Oh my
But they don't care.
Right.
So, anyways, our first match is Triple H versus John Cena. Very easy match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was none of the caliber of their previous matches.
No.
nothing.
Nothing. Nothing special. You know,
No,
it's just
they both
Triple
kicked
H.
out, right? Once,
Didn't
didn't they?
Did he hit
That's
a pedigree?
it, yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I think they both
Pretty
kicked out.
sure.
Once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
And,
specialty of it.
Cena gets the win with an AA, followed by slingshotting Hunter into the corner and then hitting another AA.
Oh.
Yeah,
And then Cena cut a promo after the match thanking Saudi Arabia.
He didn't want to do the roll through and back up. And,
I don't know if he could do that with Triple H. That's a big dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Next up, we have Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Uh-huh.
Same thing.
Kalisto goes for the Selena Del Sol, but Cedric turns it into the lumbar check for the win.
I mean, again, it was for a cruiserweight match. It was okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
nothing special and no title change hands. This is going to be the theme the whole time.
Yes.
I don't know how you have a special event. Why couldn't one person win a title? You could change it this week.
Yeah,
on
you literally could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, give someone a title if
Yeah.
you want to make this a big deal.
Uh-huh.
So next match.
Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus The Bar for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Yeah.
And Matt,
Someone had to win, and it's who everyone thought.
Yes, Matt and Bray get the win after an elevated twist of fate.
That's so stupid. Like, Bray just holds the legs and then lets go.
Yeah.
Like, he should, like, sit down with them,
Yeah.
you know, or something. At least look like you're participating.
I get yeah.
That's
Sure.
like the Magic Killer.
Right.
So so they're tag team champs, which they should be, and you know at least that's good. I'll give them the props. Like
Yes,
the right
that's-
people are tag team champs on Raw.
That's
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll
yeah.
give them that. But still, they did it right. At least they didn't
Right.
let something stupid happen, or
Oh, you mean so the bar didn't win them and not
Return
be
to
drafted
Raw?
to SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Next up, we have Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal for the U.S. title, and the highlight of this match was when Jeff went on the top rope, attempted the Whisper in the Wind, but landed on his back, and then Jinder, who's like, he's getting up from whatever just happened,
Yeah.
and then he sees that Jeff did the Whisper in the Wind, so he just decides to take a bump.
He just falls
He
down.
just falls down.
As if to say, ouch, the wind part of the whisper
Yes.
hurt me.
Was it the Whisper or the wind that hurt you?
And he falls. And this is all over. If you're a fan of ours, you've seen this.
By the way-
if you're watching this right now, I know you've seen it. If you haven't, go look at it, but
Yeah.
I know you've seen it.
There's a video of the Great Khali doing the same thing like 10 years earlier.
Yes, I
Like
saw
Jeff
that.
Hardy
You showed
doing
us, yeah.
it, and then
Yeah.
Khali just falls down.
Same thing.
Yeah, and that's Mahal's hero, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Really, it was a tribute to
They
Khali there.
recreated that match. That's
did.
what they did.
So,
That's
uh,
with a different.
It was ridiculous. He tweeted, I was playing possum, you fools, or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that why you lost the match? Because were you playing possum the rest of the match?
Yeah.
And then lose?
Good save, good save, Mahal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeff hits the twist of fate and the swanton bomb for the win.
I wish for once they would tweet, it's not real, right? Like, that's the only way you could really throw it back at us. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that's right. It's not real. Who cares? Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, Mike Rome interviews Chris Jericho backstage, and
And again,
Jericho.
there's no audience.
No,
Well, this was-
I don't even think they were showing it to them.
No.
I think this was during the praying time too.
Yeah, the praying thing happened quick.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, it was like
it was like 20 minutes.
yeah. Someone
Like an hour in,
Someone originally said like, oh, it was going to be an hour long, and
I think they meant it was going to be an hour in. Maybe.
yeah.
It's just like, I don't think so. All
Yeah,
right.
but you're like,
I'll give you 20 minutes.
It's like, all right, everybody, Chris Jericho, and they come and they're like
yeah, they
waiting
just,
for the crowd reaction. That
and there
doesn't
is
happen.
none.
Yeah.
So it was
Like,
very
I better
awkward.
just start talking.
It was.
And then he puts Mike on the list and pauses for the cheers, but again, there are none.
None.
Like, he takes a long time, holds it up, and I mean, he was funny. It's just weird when there's no cheers.
That
Like,
whole thing is built around reaction.
It
You know what I mean? The whole thing is built, so
Yeah.
you almost can't even do it. Just do one.
The reaction
You know, Mike-
is what feeds it.
You just made the list.
it's like watching. I
Right.
said this on NXT. It's like watching Friends without the laugh track. Like something's missing.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that's out there, and it's probably horrible.
Yeah. So we have more praying. So Mike Rome interviews Daniel Bryan backstage, and he does the same thing. Like he pauses for even longer, but no dice.
I think Daniel Bryan caught on because when he went to do the yes thing, he just did it once.
Right.
Because he knew there was going to be
Nobody
doing it.
it would have been really bad if he did the yes chant by himself. Oh wait, he did when he came out for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Sorry.
So 20 minutes later, we're done praying, so we could move on for the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
What was weird,
when they
too,
came
is-
out, everyone was like, "Oh, let's go back to praying."
Yeah, apparently.
Joe and I had a prayer break.
Hashtag pray for the Usos. Well, what was weird is Byron left the commentary booth, ran over to the pre-show area to do pre-show, and then ran back to the commentary booth.
And Michael Cole tried to sound cool by saying, "Oh, hey Byron, you can just stay over there."
yeah.
Yeah, Corey was like, yeah, stay.
Right.
And I was
Please.
like, maybe he's gonna stay.
Yeah.
No.
Probably should.
So yeah, Harper and Rowan get the win with the double team power bomb.
No surprise there.
The Bludgeon Brothers are just boring.
Yeah.
They really are.
Well, I mean, how are they going to win? Naomi couldn't come out to save it.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She should have come, dressed with like a fake mustache.
She should have come out with like a strap on and just like twerked it. Like just made the strap on go up and down.
See, I got a dick. It's
and
okay.
it's like a glow in the dark, so you know the lights are off, and then Harper and Rowan are just nodding their heads up and down.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like
When
a
your dick goes up and down, down.
right round.
Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Samoa Joe for the Intercontinental Championship. Seth looked awesome again.
Yeah.
He's back. I love it when he dresses like he's in the X-Men.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my favorite outfit. I think. The
What
all white.
X-Man would he be?
He's Seth Rollins, the X-Men.
Oh, okay.
Like he's a part of the team.
Kingslayer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My name's Seth, but my X-Men code name is CrossFit Jesus.
right. And I guess he has the
The
power.
architect.
I guess.
Ooh,
I guess he has Iceman's powers. Because WrestleMania he was all icy, and
yeah.
so maybe that's it.
He's like, hey, Batman,
What?
chill.
Hey, Batman. Chill.
Chill.
All right, everyone, chill.
What
Anyways.
killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. No.
What killed the dinosaurs? Chill.
No, Arnold.
In 1997, we still thought the Ice Age killed the
No,
dinosaurs.
just Arnold.
just
Only
Arnold.
Arnold.
Only Arnold.
No, we knew.
We knew about the meteor.
Even then, everyone was like, "What? No,
No.
you're wrong."
Just Arnold.
And you're a scientist. Why would you?
This would be a great line. We should leave it in the movie. I did it. It was improv. It's a great line. We're going to leave it. And the director's like, all right.
Was that Arnold Trump?
It's gonna be a great line. It's gonna be great.
Great. Well, they're probably the same in many ways.
But look, this was a good match, but nowhere near as amazing as the Takeover New Orleans ladder match.
New Orleans.
Ole.
Yeah.
So in the end of the match, Balor is alone in the ring. He took a lot of time beating up The Miz and Samoa Joe, so I get why he's tired.
And it takes him 3 hours to climb.
He starts to climb the ladder, but then Seth gets on the apron and springs off the top rope and onto the ladder. And Seth quickly climbs up, grabs the title, and jumps off.
And the whole time, Finn is like this,
Finn's just watching.
like literally watching. You
Right.
keep climbing as he's jumping.
I mean, yeah, he should have at least done that, like tried
Yeah.
to climb and grab it. But it was a cool ending, but it made Balor look stupid for just standing there.
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
And yeah, I guess he was tired. But when Seth grabbed the title, it hit Balor above his eye, and he bled like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It was
that
not
cut.
not good for Balor there,
Yeah.
There will be blood.
Yeah. Next up, we have 4 WWE prospects from Saudi Arabia in the ring.
Yeah.
This was really, really bad. They had tryouts, and these guys were chosen.
I mean, yeah. You had like the biggest dude who was stiff as hell.
Right.
You had the good-looking guy. Hey, I'm the good-looking one. All right.
Yeah.
That had something to do with it.
Right.
And then you had like the Johnny Gargano guy, who was kind of ripped but tiny.
Yeah.
And then you had the wrestler,
Uh-huh.
who was probably the only legitimate guy because they
He
let him
was like-
talk.
Oh,
for
I
a
thought you were
second.
talking about Mickey Rourke from the movie The Wrestler.
He was like their Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he could talk on the mic. He was, you could tell he was fit.
The guy
you know,
who's
he had
been
long
waiting for
hair.
this moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he'll probably be on TV someday.
Yeah.
You can see. The rest of those guys probably not.
So then the Davari brothers come to the ring waving the Iranian flag. Welcome back, other Davari.
Yeah.
He's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Remember him? No?
Nope. Eric.
The older one?
Oh, yeah.
Bald one?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So the 4 prospects beat up the Davari brothers, and this took way too long. And it was
Yes.
not good because they're brand new at this whole wrestling
They
thing.
weren't. Yeah. This sucked.
Yeah. All they had was a tryout. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. And it really seemed like this match was going to be way better than the WrestleMania match.
You mean the Dream Match?
The Dream match.
Dream match too.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Twice in a lifetime.
Yeah.
But then they brawl outside the ring.
But there'll be a third
Oh,
in
for sure.
1 week.
And a 4th.
Already announced.
How many? Like 5?
It's already been announced.
At Backlash.
was
Shinsuke
announced
versus
at
AJ
Backlash.
at Backlash.
What,
For the
no,
third
no
time
count out?
For the third time in 40 days?
No count out?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably.
So they brawl outside the ring, and it ends in a double count out. We've had 2 matches between Styles and Nakamura, and they were both disappointing.
Yeah. Like, what are they waiting for?
No, if they do something at Backlash, it's got to be something. It's got to be put it in a ladder, put it.
No DQ.
I think
No
that's, I think that's
Maybe a
why
false
it's-
count anywhere.
I think that's why it's because they knew we're going to be having a ton of matches. We can't blow it all in the
You
first
have
one.
to. It's WrestleMania. No, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Blow that load.
How many times has that happened with Shawn Michaels
I know.
where they have a great match at WrestleMania and they have 2 more matches. It's okay.
Yeah.
You
I
have
mean,
to have-
Styles and Cena had, 3 great matches.
Yeah.
They were all pretty good. I mean,
They
the
were.
last one was the best one, so I feel like they were doing the same thing there, but
The last one was at the Royal Rumble that we went to.
Yeah.
yes.
That was great.
That was a really good match.
That was a highlight of the Rumble for sure.
yeah.
Next up, we have The Undertaker versus Rusev in a casket match,
Yeah.
and Rusev did way better than John Cena.
Yeah. John Cena only lasted a little over 2 minutes, 2:45
Yeah.
or whatever.
Rusev lasted 9 minutes.
9
Wow.
minutes. Yep.
And
All right.
Rusev actually gets Taker in the accolade. And
Yeah.
then like Undertaker passes out. He calls for the casket to be opened. However, Taker sits up,
Yep.
hits Rusev with a choke slam, and rolls him into the casket. And
Puts
then,
him away with a choke slam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rusev is fine.
Yeah.
He hits one choke slam
Yeah.
Dead.
and he's done.
Dead.
Dead.
Well, yeah, he's in a casket.
Yeah. Clearly he's dead.
And then Aiden English gets in the ring.
Speaking of dead,
He gets a choke slam and a tombstone.
Yeah.
Taker then puts English in the casket with Rusev
Did
and
you-
closes it.
did you see the close up on this tombstone?
Yes.
He hit his
Yeah.
Oh,
head.
yeah. I
he
said that
hit
to
his
Andrew
head.
when
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. That,
I was like, ooh.
ouch.
Little pokey poke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
They haven't announced it yet, but Aiden English will never walk again.
That's a shame.
But they-
man,
yeah.
that's really a shame.
You know, Rusev
Stinger.
will be pushing him on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
What if they sell the angle just so they can stop having Rusev get over that the tombstone broke his vocal cords
Usually-
and he can't sing anymore?
Usually the head is like not quite even close.
yeah, no, it's,
As opposed to Stone Cold's Pile Driver. that was like all head.
his like shoulders were past his legs. I mean,
Jesus.
I don't even know how the physics on that
Like,
work.
ouch, Owen.
Look, I have taken a tombstone for real, and it was on marble. So yeah, I know how painful that is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dominic. I'm still paying him back for that.
Our brother. Yeah.
So next up, we have Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship inside a steel cage. And this is what should have been the WrestleMania match inside a steel cage. But
This
all right.
match wasn't bad for them.
Yeah,
it was
'cause you
9
had a
minutes.
cage.
It was like a 9-minute match
It
as
was
well.
a 9-minute cage match. Yeah.
Yeah, and the match starts the same way as Mania, Suplex City followed by an F5. However, Brock does not go for the pin because
knows better.
He knows Roman will kick out of the first 5.
that's true.
Right.
He also doesn't try to escape the cage.
Right.
He just stands there.
Right.
I mean, he could have easily escaped the cage.
Could have easily went out the door.
Yeah.
At the very
Yeah.
least.
So Brock goes for another F5, but Roman hits 3 Superman punches and then tries to escape the cage like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Like, cage matches are to keep the heels inside, and yet Roman's like, I know I can't beat this guy, so I'm just going to try to get
But
the fuck out.
you were okay with it because you're like, yeah, that's the only way you're going to win. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Right. But Brock stops him. Brock then tries to escape next, but it looks like he's confused of how cages work.
He's literally at the top of the cage with
Yeah.
a leg over, and Roman is still flat on his back.
Yeah. And,
Yet Roman gets up and goes and gets
and
him.
Lesnar's like in the corner where like the cage, there's like a thing in the way, and Lesnar's like, I don't know how I get my leg over it. Just slide down a little bit,
Yeah.
and then you could easily get out.
Yeah.
So yeah, Roman eventually stops him. Reigns then throws Brock into the cage a few times and hits 3 spears in a row, including the crisscross spear.
Yeah. The Chris.
It's a good name.
Crisscross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. That's what it is. And then Brock kicks out of the pin, so Roman tries to leave through the door, but Heyman slams the door on Roman's head. So Roman would have won if it wasn't for Heyman.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Brock then hits Roman with a second F5, but Reigns kicks out.
Yep.
Heyman then throws in a chair, but Roman hits a 4th spear and goes for a pin, but Brock kicks out.
Yeah.
Roman then hits Brock with the chair a bunch of times and sets up for another spear. This time, he spears Brock and himself through the cage, and they land outside the ring. Now,
Roman's feet hit first
right. The
before
spot,
Lesnar's ever do.
the spot was great.
It was a
It
great
was a
spot.
very good spot.
Yes.
And Roman killed himself for it. He landed on his head.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
great.
So that must have been painful.
Thank you.
And Roman's feet touched the ground 5 seconds before Lesnar's,
Yes.
but they announced Lesnar as the winner.
Yeah.
And the announced team botched this so poorly, but I mean, really, what options did they have?
Yeah.
They kept saying, "Oh, Brock's feet touched first," and then Corey was like, "Oh, I guess his back counts." His back was on the cage.
It was.
Like if they're gonna do that spot, right, and you go through a cage and hit the ground,
Yeah.
just tell Brock we need you to roll off first.
Right.
Just Brock, you roll
You have
off,
to roll off immediately.
and then Roman, when you see that Brock's rolled off, you roll off.
I feel
And that
like
would've been
Roman.
fine.
I feel like
Yeah.
Roman, since he landed right on his head, he just fucking was like not in control of what was happening. He just fell. Like he just
Could have been that.
he rolled off as well. You know,
Yeah.
because it looked like he really did.
Yeah,
land
he
on
did
his
get
head.
hurt.
Like he might have been out of it for a while. But before the match, I went back. Before the match, the ring announcer said these exact words: "The only way to win is by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage with both feet hitting the floor."
Yes. They literally say the feet thing all the time. Like that's
do.
the way it ends.
And then fans online were trying to like
Defend
defend
Roman.
it by saying, "Oh no, a back. It's like the NFL. Like a knee is 2 feet in the NFL.
WWE.
Yeah.
It's like the NFL.
It's just like the NFL.
It's the same rules.
Yeah.
Like if you get thrown over like the barrister or
Barricade?
the barricade where like the fans are.
Yeah.
You have to put 2 feet back in before you're allowed to wrestle again.
Damn.
If not, then
Interesting.
it doesn't count.
And
None of it
catch a
counts.
football?
And catch a football.
So Brock is still the Universal Champion. He really sold like he got his ass kicked and
Yeah.
was like, wincing all the way to the back.
So who beats Brock now?
I think this up-and-comer guy called Roman Reigns, fifth time's a charm.
Well, because he's fighting Joe at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but Brock's
for
not going to
nothing.
be fighting
No,
anyone
he's
next
not.
week.
So when does Brock show up again?
For the next Saudi event. Bring me that Saudi money.
Yeah.
Who knows? SummerSlam? Who knows?
Does he fight Strowman?
You really think it's Reigns that'll eventually win?
Yeah. Who else? But you know what would be funny is
Who else? Anyone? It's pro wrestling.
You know what would be funny is if it's Bobby Lashley. Like they just give
I
it to
feel like
Lashley.
that's what it's going to be.
No way.
No way.
Because they wanted to do that Bobby Lashley Brock Lesnar match so bad
Yeah, but
when they
they-
were both there, and they
they-
never did it. And that's like Vince's like wet dream match.
They could do it after. I think Vince's wet dream match is Reigns Lesnar. That's why he keeps fucking doing it.
Well, they would have had Roman win there though, because he would have been cheered.
But it's the event.
Whether he would have been cheered or not,
The
I don't-
spot. It was It was on. It was available to watch, but it was still a glorified house show.
It was.
Yeah. You know. So next up is the main event, the 50-man Royal Rumble.
Right.
Is it too many? We'll see. Yep. It was too many.
It was too many.
It was way too many.
Mm-hmm. Especially to not have surprises. 50 men and like a couple of surprises, but they
But
weren't
we didn't
good.
know. We didn't.
No.
Well, yeah.
They
Sue
weren't
me?
good. Like Jericho at 50 would have been a cool surprise, but once 49 guys were out, it's like, oh, Jericho's the last guy. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And the Sami Zayn thing was true.
Yes.
It was true.
What?
Yes.
Sami Zayn wasn't there. That
He-
dawn on you?
WWE
After the big like setup.
Oh
that
yeah.
Sami Zayn never came out.
WWE released a statement
They finally did
that Sammy declined to go because of his
because he's a Syrian Muslim,
yeah.
and that's no.
Ah.
No.
It's
Yeah, I didn't even
It's a
think
good
about
thing
that.
he did not come.
Yeah.
What a shame. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Like they didn't think about that when they were setting this up the whole time.
Well,
guess not.
I guess that's why on Raw he took the power slam and then it was like selling the injury afterwards. I
Yeah,
guess
okay, a
that's
few
what it
days
was.
before maybe, but like they set this
Yeah.
up for
Yeah,
longer
right.
than that. But
So Daniel Bryan is the first entrant, followed by Dolph Ziggler, number 2. So good start there. Sin
yeah,
Cara,
almost like way obvious 1 and 2.
right.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, not only are these two 1 and 2 as they kind of always are in this match,
Right.
but they'll probably be in it for a long time.
Exactly. They'll be your workhorses.
Yeah. Sin Cara and Curtis Axel come out at 3 and 4, but they don't last long.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Mark Henry, who just retired and went to the Hall of Fame and said, "Daddy's coming home," but you can't turn down that Saudi.
Daddy
money.
loves Saudi money.
Hey, we'll be set for life once I go to Saudi Arabia.
Well, apparently he's like their new ambassador. So he went there early and was like
of Saudi Arabia.
Him and Mojo.
the ambassador to Saudi Arabia for the WWE. They have ambassadors to
right.
every country.
By the way, the rumor is that this is a 10-year deal with Saudi Arabia.
So it's going to be every
WWE.
year.
So it's going to be every year.
So
I think that's why there's a title and it'll be defended every year in Saudi Arabia. I think that's what's going to happen here.
wait, do the same thing with your eyes. Just cross them now.
I think it's going to be every year.
So Braun Strowman.
So awesome.
And Braun's going to win every year.
I wonder how many times the champion is not even going to be in the company anymore when that comes back around.
Right?
Like, oh, Braun's not here.
Oh, Braun's defending the Intercontinental title. He has double duty.
Oh, no.
That's what it's going to be. Like,
Yeah.
oh wait, Braun's defending
Yeah, no
the
one-
cruiserweight championship. I know it sounds weird, but he's a cruiserweight champion right now. Yeah, he has to fight.
No
for the
one
main
did
title.
double duty. No one was in a match and in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Is that
You know?
right?
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You double check this, or are you thinking about it now?
I'm sure. I know. I'm sure of it. Was Seth Rollins, The Miz, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor? I'm telling you, they weren't. No one did double duty. I paid attention to that. No one did.
No Usos or
No.
Bludgeon Brothers,
No Cena. No Triple H.
Matt
Nothing.
and Bray.
No. So, anyways, number 6 is Mike Kanellis, who gets clotheslined out of the ring by Mark Henry immediately,
All right.
but he didn't beat Santino's record.
He
so
didn't
no.
officially.
No.
How can you?
Right.
Santino was like in and out. You can't
Yeah.
go faster.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Number 7 is sumo wrestler Hiroki Sumi.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Oh, the Hiroki Sumi.
Yeah, that guy, yeah. He has a stare down with Mark Henry, and
And
then
hold
Mark
on.
Henry just throws him out.
Yeah. Like.
He's in the ring. Like, he's in the ring. They do a stare down for 30 seconds, and then Mark Henry just throws him out.
Probably because he has no idea how to wrestle.
He's a
But-
sumo wrestler.
First of all, I don't think he's as big as most sumo wrestlers, right? Or is that's that?
Well, he
like,
was
they're
standing
so
next to
soft.
Mark Henry.
Like there's no muscle in his body at all.
No.
He's just blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's blah, blah versus the world's strongest man.
Right.
Blah.
And that's
Not
why
even a contest.
It wasn't. He
No,
easily
he
threw him
wasn't.
out.
He easily threw him out.
And they did this stupid thing where they were just grabbing it, like, they were like, oh, like holding their arms up. And it was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So Henry throws him out, and then Ziggler and Bryan team up and throw Henry out into retirement.
No.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Victor from the Ascension. You can guess what happened there.
Yep.
He got thrown out pretty fast. 9, 10, 11 were Kofi, Tony Nese, and Dash Wilder. And then number 12, the return of Hornswoggle, which was rumored. I mentioned this.
Yeah, it was rumored.
And, you know, another shitty surprise. He helped Daniel Bryan eliminate Dash Wilder. He pulled his arm down while he was outside the ring. So he got credit for an elimination.
Yeah.
Just to show you what they think of the revival. And then Hornswoggle hits Kofi with sweet shin music.
Yes.
And then he gets on the top rope for a tadpole splash. But Dolph super kicks him and he falls to the apron. Hornswoggle then bites Dolph's hand, but Tony Nese knees Swoggle off the apron.
Nice.
However, Hornswoggle was never truly eliminated properly because he went under the second rope when he attempted the splash.
But even like Tony.
So really,
Nese-
he's still in this.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I got my winner.
There were some weird random people in this match.
Yes.
Yeah.
That didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Right.
Like we'll get to 24, but I would have expected his partner to be the one out of the two of them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But anyway.
Next up, we have Primo Cologne, Xavier Woods, Bo Dallas. 16 is Kurt Angle, who throws out Primo, Bo, and then suplexes Dolph out of the ring. That was a nice little spot there.
Yeah.
17 through 19 were Scott Dawson, Goldust, and Connor.
Connor.
20 was Elias, who had the second longest amount of time in the Rumble.
He did?
Yeah. Like 34 minutes.
Oh yeah, because I guess he lasted almost till the end.
Yeah. He came out playing his guitar, but then he saw a great opportunity and easily threw out Xavier, Kofi, and Connor.
Nice.
Then we have Luke Gallows, Rhino, and Drew Gulak. And
Hey,
then,
there he is.
yeah, number 24, Tucker Knight from Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it should have been the other guy. What's the other guy's name?
Otis Dozovich.
Dozer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so much more charismatic. and
He
funny.
really is.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, it would have been great to him come on. "Gaga, gaga, gaga." It would actually, it would have been funny and great.
What does he do?
Gaga, gaga, gaga. He does. That's what he, does.
does.
Yeah,
He actually does.
He really does.
Yeah.
So-
Number 25, Bobby Roode, who lasted 17 minutes.
And that was a weird entrance too, because it's almost like there was no reaction. Not that there was really
There
any
weren't-
reaction to
there was
anybody.
no
It was
reaction.
like
There was-
weird lights, and then they zoom in on him.
There was one guy who got huge reaction. We'll get to soon.
Yeah.
Fandango and Chad Gable were next. Number 28 was Rey Mysterio, who Hurricane Rotted Gallows out of the ring.
Yeah, of course.
29 through 33, Mojo Rawley, Tyler Breeze, Big E, Carl Anderson, Apollo Crews. Number 34 was the newest member of the Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong.
Nice.
That was, I guess that was a surprise. But that
He
was
came in the ring and tried to
Yeah.
decapitate Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yes.
Ouch.
Randy Orton was 35 and got the biggest pop of the night.
Yeah.
Weird.
So they love some Randy Orton.
I wonder
surprised
if
they weren't like,
I wonder if
he
they
wins,
changed
he
up
wins.
Orton's number because there was a leaked photo when they were testing his music. You could see the number 22.
Yeah, but there was another video where they were testing a bunch of music and it was 22 was there for everyone.
Oh, okay. I didn't see those. I saw Owens where it was 20.
Right.
But
36, Heath Slater. He lasted like 10 minutes, I think.
yeah.
So that was surprising. 37 was Baba Tunde from NXT.
Who?
Who?
Baba Tunde.
No, I'm watching NXT now. Who?
You know, I've never seen him either.
Never?
Never.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
What do they mean then? What? I don't
Literally
get it.
just, I guess he's training in the performance center. He's never been on the show. Maybe he does house shows.
But is he Saudi Arabian?
No. Isn't he
Is
like
he,
Samoan?
Then what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's just big?
I guess. It was weird.
Huh.
38 was Baron
I
Corbin.
guess Big Show couldn't make it.
Right. Baron Corbin eliminated Rude, Strong, and Rey Mysterio. And then number 39
The best.
was Titus O'Neil,
Titus O'Neil.
who tripped while running down the ramp and went head first, and his entire body
Literally,
slid under the ring.
He disappeared
with just like
under the ring.
just his right foot was hanging out of the ring.
Yeah.
He went all the way under.
All the way
Thank,
under.
thank God there was nothing like.
Thank God there were no ladder matches coming up next.
Yeah, like he
Or
would have
that-
went face first
That
in the ladder.
LED screen that they put.
Right.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, like for Raw, he would have
Yeah.
went head
Here's
first
the
into
thing.
that.
Was this staged?
No, not a chance. The camera, first of all, the camera wasn't showing him.
No.
They had to show replays to show
They had
what
to show
happened.
replays. Because it happened after they cut, and there was a reaction, and even the announcers are laughing, and you're just like, what happened?
Yeah.
Where's
Wait, where did
Titus?
he go?
Right. You can't do what you just can't even fake that. You can't. It was too perfect. It was too perfect.
Oh, man.
That's Titus O'Neil for you. He's gold.
He is.
The,
Go
the
watch
meme
it.
of
It's
the
crazy.
meme of Shockmaster passing the torch to Titus
Yeah.
is amazing.
So good.
really
Whoever
is.
made that's a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
but yeah, that was
they did it
amazing.
with like action figures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 40, Dan Matha.
There he is.
Holy shit.
We've been talking about this.
I told this to Josh yesterday on the NXT podcast, and he couldn't believe it.
Yeah?
He's like, oh my God, I have to go watch now.
Yeah.
Dan Matha, who hasn't even had a match yet in NXT, he only got his ass kicked by Samoa Joe.
But again,
after they
big.
hyped him for 2 months.
Yeah.
And he's huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Samoa Joe destroyed him.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Dan Matha was one of the Centurion guards for Charlotte's entrance.
Right.
We did talk about that.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 41 was Braun Strowman, who quickly throws out a bunch of guys, including Dan Matha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
42, Ty Dillinger. He
Hey.
was not number 10.
No. Weird.
43, Kurt Hawkins comes out, who he gets near the ring and then he sees Braun, so he tries to run back up the ramp, but Braun catches him, throws him into the ring just to throw him back out.
Great.
44, Bobby Lashley. 45, the Great Khali,
Yeah.
who only lasts 31 seconds after Strowman and Bobby Lashley throw him out together.
Yeah. Because how else would they have gotten him out?
Yeah.
Khali went there for 31 seconds. At least his flight wasn't as long as everyone else's. So
Yeah.
Why he lives over there?
he lives in India.
India.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He has a wrestling school there now.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Where
he does.
other people teach them how to wrestle, not Khali.
No.
All right, Khali, let's show us how you take a.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. All right, Khali, why don't you show all the wrestlers how you take a bump? Oh, he sat down on his butt and then just rolled back. Oh, yeah, that's not how you
That's
take
it.
a bump.
All right.
Thanks,
now,
Kali.
Can
Thanks
you,
for coming.
can you show us the art of the chop?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have a hand larger than a car, and then no one has that. So
Yeah.
I guess we can't teach that.
Number 46 is Kevin Owens, followed by Shane McMahon, who beats on KO for a while.
Yeah.
And then
I
Shane
think it's funny. Can I say something there? It's funny, like when KO comes in, and by the way, they said it was 90 seconds, right? Every 90 seconds, someone would come in, and of
Yeah.
course, I'm timing it because I'm a super nerd. And it was never more than a minute 15.
Right.
There
Yeah.
was one.
Yeah.
There was one that I forgot to circle it.
Like 45 seconds.
It was like a minute 45, and I think it was Rey Mysterio because they needed him to clean out the ring first or something, and it was taking forever.
Right.
But everyone else was about a minute to a minute 15. That's why this seemed like it was going quick.
Right.
Yeah.
So KO comes out, and a minute later, Shane comes out, and he's
Yeah.
like shocked. Like, hold on. You guys aren't lined up backstage, like waiting for you to, like literally a minute goes by, and you
Yeah.
didn't see Shane McMahon. He's like, Shane came? Oh no.
Shane is here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane and Daniel do the yes kicks to Kevin Owens together. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Number 48, Shelton Benjamin. 49, Big Cass.
Big case.
Shane hits a coast-to-coast to Strowman, knocking out the monster temporarily. And again, he did it with no trash can.
We need to tell the WWE and maybe we should join like one of those groups that tells you what's good and bad and
like a focus
group, yeah. And just tell them like, look, 48, 49 and 50 or the last 3, apologize, at any Rumble need to be surprises or greatness. Like that has to be great. Shelton Benjamin comes out. I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
And then 49, I'm like, "All right, 49, okay, I know Jericho's one of these two, but like Big Cass, like when they showed Big Cass, I'm like, oh, we're done.
Yeah.
Again, another Rumble where there's no surprises.
Right.
Yeah.
When the whole point of this match is surprises.
Right.
It was so disappointing.
It was.
So
No legends. 50 guys, no legends.
no, not one.
I mean, maybe, I guess Rey Mysterio, but he was at the other Rumble.
Yeah.
So you were, and you
Angle.
knew it was happening. You knew it was coming. It was announced. That's
wasn't
the
a
issue.
surprise, right.
Jericho was announced. That would have been a cool surprise. Number 50, Jericho.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That, why did they have to spoil everything? The people that have the network, they're still going to watch it. And, oh, it's free for new subscribers. So if it's free, fuck off. So, yeah.
Who
50
thought
is Jericho?
when McMahon was going for the second coast to coast?
Yeah.
And Brian was sitting right next to Kevin Owens. Who thought for a second that he was going to coast to coast Daniel Bryan? Nobody?
No, I didn't. I just figured
Really?
something would happen because they were like really.
Something kind of did happen.
Well,
but-
it did, yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was going to hit Brian because he was closer than the corner. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God. No.
Right. So yeah, Jericho comes out. Kevin Owens screams, "Why are you here? Go back to Japan." Which,
Good.
you know, that's Kevin Owens for you. He's
Yeah.
gold. Jericho hits KO with the lion salt and then puts him in the walls of Jericho. And then Big Cass hits him with the big boots. Bobby Lashley then tries to do his delayed suplex on Big Cass.
Nope.
But they fall down.
Botchamania.
I feel like that was on Big Cass. Like, Big Cass can't do that shit.
No.
But then don't try
Cass
it.
can't hold, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Then don't try
They
it.
fall down, and then they try to save it. They were like, "Oh, a brain buster!" By
no.
it's like, no.
No.
The next Botchamania is going to be a long. It's going to be
The
so
greatest
much.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, right. Daniel then puts Owens in a corner and tells Shane to do the coast to coast. Shane gets on the top rope, but then Strowman grabs Shane and throws him from the top rope onto the announce table.
Yeah, it's Shane. Shane McMahon. 48-year-old Shane McMahon is doing the biggest bump of the night.
Right.
Yeah.
The owner's son.
Yes.
None of these guys could have went through a friggin' table.
I think. Yeah, they could. I think they just know that's Shane's thing.
That's Shane's thing.
You know, you don't do what Shane does.
That was such a great spot too.
It's like the
He
Andre
threw him. Like it was probably, I don't know, how far was that? Like
8 feet.
Yeah, like all the way through the table. It was
Big
great.
bump. It's like the Andre the Giant documentary when Big John Studd goes over the top rope and Vince is like, well, "That's what Andre does. You don't do what Andre does.
Right.
You don't do what my son does, my bastard son. Oh, wait,
Hornswoggle?
here comes Hornswoggle, my bastard son.
You bastard.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, and when Hornswoggle came out, they did announce him as the former anonymous
Yes.
Raw general manager.
Right.
Like you should let us forget that was the
Yes,
outcome of all of
you
that.
should.
Don't ever mention that again.
Nope.
That somebody somewhere in the executive level of WWE gave Hornswoggle a general manager
We
job.
know who that was. It was Vince Kennedy McMahon.
I like to get all
and
my kids.
former bastard son of Vince McMahon. Until it was revealed.
Current best.
Yeah. So Braun then throws out Lashley, Jericho, and Owens like they're nothing.
Like they're nothing.
Like they are no one.
I was like, oh, bye, Jericho.
They're just gone very easily. So our final three: Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, and Big Cass. Daniel almost eliminates Braun. They do like the
It was
like
close.
the,
Like I thought it was happening
right.
because my pick was Daniel Bryan. I was like, oh, this is how he gets rid of him.
Right, we all picked Daniel. Big Cass hits him with a big boot and then throws Daniel out of the ring, so that'll get him a ton of heat for SmackDown and their feud, I guess. Cass then tries to big boot Braun out of the ring, but Strowman catches his foot and puts Cass on the top rope, so ow my balls. And then Braun knocks Cass out of the ring to win the Rumble.
Yeah, I just noticed a mistake I made in the math. A huge mistake.
Okay.
I only put Eric down for Daniel Bryan. I forgot that we had a second pick.
Well, that was just for fun.
Well,
it is,
if it counts, that gives Eric the win because that's worth 15 points.
Yeah.
Well, good thing it doesn't, since we just put. I mean,
It was a joke,
What,
right?
we did
Yeah.
3 names.
Well, we do 7 names. I mean, there's. Look at Eric's face. He's like,
So I get the retain there.
I guess he retains.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so what? Let's finish. Let's get to that later.
Yeah.
Later, we're at the end. All right.
Well, no, we're not. So Braun gets the win. Vince McMahon and some Saudi guy presents Strowman with a trophy.
Some Saudi guy, Andrew. He was
The song.
the Saudi guy. I have no idea who he was.
Yeah.
They present him with a trophy and a green championship title. It's basically the universal title, but green.
But green.
Yeah.
And Braun's about to lift up the trophy, and then Vince goes, no. Like, no, it'll break in half if you try to lift the trophy. Like something's wrong with the trophy or something. I don't know. That
It's
was
like
weird.
a shoddy construction.
So that's the end of the greatest Royal Rumble. Did not feel like it was the greatest Royal Rumble.
No.
By the way, the arena that hosted the event sent out an apology for WWE playing the Best of Both Worlds video in the arena because it had women being indecent in the video.
It had women in it.
Women being indecent, was women.
Because they
Women
showed their
existing
face.
in the video.
Well, like, Sasha was in her gear, so her stomach was showing.
Stomach.
Her stomach. And she's dancing and pretending to sing, and that's a big no-no in Saudi Arabia. So yeah,
Jeez.
Wow.
ridiculous.
I'm surprised they didn't riot.
So anyways, who is the pay-per-view prediction
I'm so sorry.
champion?
I didn't calculate. I
Well,
originally
if you
had
you probably did all of the math wrong then, really.
to just
Probably.
check it all.
Yeah.
No, it's just that 15.
Yep.
That means Eric has 91.
Where on the scorecard does it say write 2 names? I don't see that.
Oh boy.
So just because of a last-minute thing where it's like, oh, write a second name.
Actually, we
you
all
get the win?
agreed. We
believe
all
it
agreed
was-
when we all said we had Daniel
I believe
Bryan.
it was Andrew's idea.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
No, it was
We
not.
can
Well,
check that tape.
Check the tape. 'cause it was
I
recorded.
listened. It was Joe's idea.
Well, I kind of had the idea. Then you said, so you want to write in a second name? So technically, you're the one who.
So wait, okay, so
Put
you
forth-
gave, what did you give Eric? 5 for that?
He gave
Oh, you
me
gave him 0.
I gave him 0 because I just thought Daniel Bryan 000.
Yeah.
Wow.
I made a joke that Eric came back, and in fact, he did.
He did.
You really screwed me
I
in more ways than one. You said, let's do a second name. So really, like, the official thing I won, but because Joe changed the scorecards at the last second like he always does,
I am.
let's change the rules of the scorecard. Isn't that great?
What is this? Like the freaking PGA? I mean, like what scorecard?
Yeah.
This is the scorecard that a fan of ours comes up with.
Wow, that
Thank
humble
you
brag
again.
that
In
Andrew
fact,
had.
And we get to do whatever we want.
I get a mulligan, and I'm putting Strowman on mine. There you go.
get out of here.
Mulligan.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the note.
Yeah, I was going to say there might have not been title changes in Saudi Arabia, but there is one on What's Wrong with Wrestling.
So sorry.
Nope. It's
so
just
sorry.
like the greatest Royal Rumble.
I got screwed like Reigns got screwed in the cage match.
You
like
did.
technically I
You
won.
actually did.
Technically I won, but for some reason you won.
That's exactly what happened.
That's some
It is.
bullshit.
It really is.
Well, Eric, I hope you enjoy it because next week you have to defend it again, bitch.
Okay, Shane McMahon.
Have fun.
Eric, we can't call you Edge anymore because this is the first time you successfully defended your
I
title.
know.
And Sasha Banks, yeah.
And Sasha Banks. You were the Sasha
Man,
Banks.
look at me go.
Yeah.
On the worst pay-per-view of the year, too.
Oh man. I'm sorry, Andrew. I'm adding him up again, and no, he still won. God.
Well,
Goldberg.
that's the show. Make sure you follow the podcast on
They all
Twitter.
do. They all do.
And-
Easy. I love how you still did the.
Sweet shin music.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Thank you, Patreons.
Thank
Patrons on
Thanks,
Patreon.
guys.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every circle's loved and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling?